Welcome, Earthly Souls, to my channel, Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel, and you guys, thank you so much for joining me today for this collective reading. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. Happy Thursday, or Friday, whenever it is that you're watching this video, really. Guys, we're just gonna go through a simple collective tarot reading. I'm going to pull an oracle card, and this is going to be your overall focus of the reading today. Okay, the energy is focus. So we're gonna leave that right here. So maybe, I don't know why I'm getting like schoolwork. Maybe some of you are going through studying or passing some sort of test. Maybe you're getting a license for something. Whatever it may be, that's kind of the center of your reading is gonna be based around focus. Maybe right now that's just maybe not the center of your reading, but the center of your energy right now. So without further ado, my loves, let's jump into the tarot and see what messages come up for you at the time that you are viewing this reading. What is it that your spirit guides need you to know? Spirit, angels, what do we need to know at the time we are viewing this reading? Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. Again, with that like focusing energy, the Hermit is a very introverted energy here. Maybe a lot of you are going through, like I said, school, or Ace of Pentacles could signify a bunch of things. A new profession, a new career perhaps as well. Definitely something that is going to require you to study though, or to learn, to do some research with that Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. It's all really like quite obvious right now. Let's see if we can get some more details. The Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Two of Cups. There's also a message here about getting rest, okay? So making sure that you're not overworking yourself, of course, as always. I feel like that is a very big lesson that we all need to kind of focus on, especially nowadays with, the hectic energy from the holidays and, New Year's resolutions. I had a reading very similar about that on my TikTok if you want to go check that out. But yeah, there's this energy of having to like make sure that you balance the scales, yes, do your research, work on whatever it is that you have to work on, learn more, find that knowledge, but also make sure you're resting, okay? With the Two of Cups, I do see somebody in your energy that could kind of act as like a home to you. Make sure that you are, focusing on your relationships. Maybe even if they're not external, they could be relationships to yourself, like the own relationship you have with your personal self. So make sure that you are nurturing that, okay? Nurturing any relationships that bring you a lot of peace and serenity. I do see like there's someone significant in your energy that really helps you, okay? That really helps kind of like calm you down, and maybe they're even helping you with this research or with this new endeavor you're stepping into. So Spirit kind of wants you to lean on them a little bit more at this time. Mindfully, of course, not just throwing everything on this person, but, not using, I don't want to say like, because that sounds kind of wrong, but I mean, taking advantage of the fact that you have people around you that love you, right? And using that to your advantage at the current moment. The Seven of Pentacles fell on the floor for you, okay? And when cards fall on the floor before I pull them, I feel like that's something that you need to work on. So with the Seven of Pentacles, there might be some issues with you being a little bit impatient. It's like you just started this new endeavor and you're going full on, right? Like you're very excited about this, but there's also a little bit of an impatience when it comes to seeing results. So just keep that in mind, okay? When things start to slow down, that doesn't mean that you're failing. It just means, again, it's time to rest, right? With that Hermit and the Four of Swords right next to each other. So take those moments where things get slow to, again, nurture your relationships, to focus on other things, on other things that are important, okay? Not just the material things, that's not the only thing that's important in our lives. Sometimes we have to focus on emotional stability as well, making sure we're taking care of ourselves and the people around us. You had a few other cards fall on the floor as well, so I think those are going to be significant to your energy. So let's pull them up. The Lovers and the Eight of Wands. Like I said, you have someone in your energy that is very important to you, that you love very much. This could be a romantic relationship. I feel like it is. So make sure you're nurturing that, okay? Make sure you're not just focusing all your time on this endeavor. Make sure you're not neglecting your person. With the Eight of Wands, it goes to show that you're going into this with a lot of fiery energy, right? Like you want things to move. But we need to be mindful of the people around us, especially if it is a marriage or relationship or you live with this person. Remember that sometimes our pace can affect others as well. So make sure you're not leaving anybody behind, because I do feel like for some of you, your person could be feeling a little bit left behind, okay? What else do we need to know, spirit guides? What else do we need to know? Can we get a fresh new... Thank you. This one fell on the ground as well. The Five of Cups. There could be something that you are having a little bit of trouble walking away from. Or maybe you're feeling a little bit disappointed because there's maybe like a result that you didn't really expect when it comes to something. This could be future energy. I do feel like it is. It could have to do with this new endeavor. It could have to do with something else. But there could be something in the future that's going to happen that you kind of didn't expect it to happen this way. And you want to feel a little bit sad, a little bit disappointed, which is totally fine, okay? But that's just something that's coming up here. The Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, though, tells me that you're going to be able to handle it, okay? It's not going to be anything that's going to throw you out of balance. It will be a lot, okay? It will be a lot to handle. You're going to have to figure something out here. You're going to have to really focus. Like I said, overall energy is focus, and not lose sight of what's important. But you will be able to get through it. The Magician coming up as confirmation for that as well. This could be, okay, as I was about to say the next thing that I was going to say, the Tower popped up like really quickly. I was going to say this could be a new endeavor for you, a new not endeavor, a new chapter for you in your life, because with the Magician popping up, it's funny because the Magician is literally number 1 in the tarot. And so I do feel like this is something very, very significant, it's almost acting as a like a pacemaker. What's it called? Like a bookmark, something that really like, you know, identifies a huge shift in your life. Okay. And with the Tower here, I don't think you see this coming, collective. I really don't. I feel like everything that you're working towards here is about to make a huge shift. Okay. And this is future energy. Like, I'm just trying to like not warn you because it's not bad, but I'm just trying to make you aware of what could possibly happen here with this Ace of Pentacles, that you're starting something new. You're starting a new endeavor, whether it's studying for something or getting a license for something and beginning a new career path. There's going to be something happening here, especially with this Five of Cups. It's going to be a little bit unexpected, but with the Five of Cups, the Tower, but with the Magician in between those two, I do see you again being able to handle it, right? Because you have all the resources that you need and you have that stability here. Okay, so whatever it is you're doing right now, collective, the work that you're doing right now, keep at it, because it is definitely going to benefit you in the future when this Tower moment pops up, okay? And Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck for your confirmation for that. This is going to bring you a lot of ease, okay? After like these resources and the wisdom that you have, the strength, it's going to help you navigate this Tower moment, and it's going to bring you a lot more ease than if you didn't have those resources, right? I hope I made sense when I said that. Let's see what else is popping up in your energy, my loves. What else? Can we get a look into our personal relationships? I don't know why I want to kind of like shift our focus to family, because I feel like there's something specific here going on within your family, okay? The Hierophant. I feel like a lot of you are really worrying a lot about the expectations that certain family members are putting on you. Okay, with the Hierophant energy, there's someone here that you really look up to, or someone that you really respect, or you could even possibly be a little bit afraid of this person. The Six of Cups popping up here. Yeah, this could have to stem from like childhood trauma. This could be a mother. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you're putting a lot of like worry on what your mother, or maybe this is a grandmother figure, whoever this person may be. You really, really care about how they think about you, what they think of you. Sorry. Sometimes when I do these readings, I forget how grammar works, but it happens. But yeah, let's see if we can dive in a little bit more with that, Spirit. Can we get some more details on this? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like with this person, you tend to really try to portray like a perfect image, right? Like you want this person to think that you have it all, that you don't need any help, that you're like successful, which you are, okay? You are successful. But I feel like you try to overdo it a bit when it comes to this person because you're afraid of judgment. You're afraid of, you know, seeming like a failure, which is quite common when, you know, we see that a lot with parental figures, you know, especially if your mother was very hard on you as a child, or, you know, you were grounded a lot, or, you know, yelled at a lot, you know, things like that. That can really bleed into our adult lives. And so I feel like right now there's something that you're like overcompensating for, collective. The Ace of Swords fell on the ground for you a little bit earlier, and I feel like that has to do with this, okay? Like you're overcompensating by doing so much and pushing yourself to the point where you are tired and you're not able to really, you know, take a breather, okay, or think things through. And that's why sometimes it could be difficult for you to get the rest you need because you feel guilty about it. So I feel like that's why you're always, I feel like you're someone that really loves change, but it's not because it's like natural to you. It's more so like a learned coping mechanism, because you always feel like there's something to achieve, right? And because of that, you know, you're overworking yourself, I guess is what I want to say. And this has a lot to do with this certain figure that you have in your life, whether it's your mother or someone else that raised you. It's like you're trying to prove yourself to someone here. Spirit, can we get a little bit of advice? Spirit, angel guides. I always flip the two. Ace of Cups is popping up here. And the Ace of Cups is all about emotional healing, okay? Which I think is beautiful, because earlier I was doing a reading for myself and I was pulling an oracle card, and I wanted to see the overall theme of today, like what I should focus on today. And I actually got the healing card, okay? In the oracle, I got heal. So I think it's very funny that this is popping up again. I feel like as a collective, we are all trying to heal from something, right? That has to do with our past. And I do feel like it's very, very big on childhood trauma, like family. But there's advice coming in from your spirit guides and saying that there is emotional healing up ahead, okay? The path that you are taking is the right one, because that's the one that's going to bring you to this emotional, like, fountain of youth. I almost want to say a fountain of healing, a fountain of memories, but they're not going to be harmful to you anymore. You're going to be learning how to get over them, right? How to kind of like puncture them. Confirmation, my dog just moaned. Let's see. The King of Pentacles fell on the ground for you. A lot of these cards are falling on the ground. I feel like you guys feel as if things aren't really manageable right now, okay? You could be kind of like letting go of a lot of things due to fatigue, which is okay, okay? King of Pentacles is coming in telling you to take it slow. And since he fell on the ground, I do feel like you're not taking things slow. You're kind of, you know, you're go right now. And right now you should be the opposite. You should ground yourself, get in nature. I feel like getting in nature is really going to help you heal, okay? Especially if you are an earth or water sign, okay? Nature is a huge part of you healing. So if you're not getting out in nature, I definitely recommend you do. I promise you, you're gonna feel so much better, so much better. And you never know, you could receive messages from the trees, from the birds, okay? Especially from birds. Let's see what else we can get. I feel like this reading is pretty much finished, but I'm gonna see if we can get one last message. And actually, let me let my dog out, you guys. He wants to go out in nature. All right, so let's see what the very last message from the tarot is going to be for you, my loves. And then we'll pull a last oracle card to get something that your spirit guides want you to focus on. Oh my goodness, all these cards falling on the floor. Sheesh. The Moon card is your very last card of the reading, which I think ties everything together so perfectly, collective. Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, and then the Moon. There are lots of things, okay, that you have buried deep inside that need to be revealed, that need to come out of this giant fountain, right? I feel like you're a giant fountain, but instead of, you know, letting the water flow out of you, you're holding it all in. But no more. You know what I mean, collective? No more, okay? This is time for you to sit with yourself, sit with your guides, and really talk to them. Really try to connect with them, okay? Try to meditate some more. Try to do more things that put you in that flow state. You know what I mean? Whether it's writing, dancing, drawing, painting, whatever it is, it really, there's no right way to do it, okay? So try not to be so judgmental on yourself when you try to, you know, sit and connect. There's no right way to connect to your guides. There's only your way, okay? And with this Ace of Cups, I see a lot of emotional renewal for you, my loves. And with the Moon, lots of things are going to come out to the surface, okay? It might feel a little bit daunting. It might feel a little bit backwards too. Sometimes when we're healing, it feels like we're actually going back. That's how you know you're actually healing, though, because you have to face these past traumas. You have to face these people. You have to face the ugly energies in order to kind of, you know, learn how to work with them instead of trying to, like, you know, constantly hide them or overcome them. That's just not the way that it works, right? We have to really just befriend our demons sometimes and learn how to benefit from them, okay? But yeah, that's your last message in this tarot reading, guys. Let's pull your final oracle card. And I hope that this reading resonated so far, you guys. If it did, please drop a comment. If you are here, actually, if you've made it all the way through, drop a butterfly emoji in the comments and let me know if this reading resonated at all. Let me know what's going on in your life. What is this new endeavor that you have been diving into? Are you studying? If so, I wish you the best of luck and that everything that is meant for you makes its way to you, my loves. All right, let's pull the last oracle. Now, we did get focus as your first oracle card. So the overall theme so far for you guys in the next few days is focus. So let's see exactly what your spirit guides want you to focus on, okay? And this is going to be for the greater good, okay, of you, the collective. Ooh, came out quickly. Moon Mastery, the law of attraction. All right, there we go. So your spirit guides want you to focus on manifesting. They want you to focus on the law of attraction. And if you don't know what the law of attraction is, it's basically that, just manifesting. But I do recommend you research a little bit on it, really learn about it, because it's actually very, very interesting, even on a scientific level. And it could really help you, okay? Especially now with this new era that you have of healing. You know, manifesting has a lot to do with healing, okay? Because we can't really manifest, you know, our best. You could still manifest if you're not healed, but it's much harder to manifest when you're not healed because a lot of those energies get in the way. And we all know that when we manifest something good, energies are very, very apparent, okay? It's easy to manifest the wrong thing sometimes if we have, you know, if we don't have the right intentions or the right energy in our hearts. But yeah, I feel like Spirit is calling you to actually do some research on the law of attraction as well. That could really help you, okay? I highly recommend you do so, and write something down too. I'm getting the message like you need to write stuff down in order to really soak it in. But yeah, my loves, that is what I have for you today. I hope this reading resonated. Again, if you have made it all the way through, please drop a butterfly emoji. Let me know what's going on in your life. I'm really interested in hearing you guys. And I'll see you on the next video, okay? If you guys want to go follow me on TikTok as well, I post daily readings, a bit shorter than the ones I post here, obviously. So definitely go follow me on there, say hello, say you came from YouTube, whatever you want to do. I love you guys so much. I'll see you on the next reading, all right? Stay safe.